We have a guest in the studio, Toby Olubi. It's been a while. Good morning. It's good to have you.
Good morning, Sissy. Good morning, Yemi. It's been forever.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
more like it. I've seen you this year. No.
Yeah, we have. I've been here this year.
Well, it does appear like a long time.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
It is.
It's good to have you join us. Compliments of the season to you,
Yeah.
Toby. Okay, let's just allow you. You saw the clips, Cristiano Ronaldo, Globe Soccer Awards, and we're having a laugh about some of the conspiracy theories that people were spinning.
Yeah.
But of course, we can all agree that Cristiano loves awards.
He does. He does. He was there in his white tuxedo when everyone was very
Looking
black.
different.
Trying to look like the angel in the midst of the other guys. But he deserves an award. But best player of the year, I think. We all know that there are obviously some question mark in there. You know, when you have likes of Salah, likes of Mane, even Lionel Messi, these guys that were nominated for the Ballon d'Or ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo, and suddenly he's been named as the best player of the year in Globe Sports Award, where he's also the majority shareholder. You know,
Okay.
He's like giving himself the award.
Conspiracy theory.
But it's a conspiracy theory.
It's a conspiracy, of course.
We
Of
must
course.
say. We must say.
course.
All right. Okay, let's come home now and let's quickly talk about Nigeria Professional Football League. I know you're a football coach. You love football, and you monitor a lot of things. So let's just see the results. You tell us the stories behind some of the results. So let's see Nigeria Professional Football League. There you have it. FC Ifeanyi 1-0 victory over Heartland. You have Worriors beating Kwara United 2-1. Abia Worriors defeated Plateau United 3-0. You have Kosina United defeating Jigawa Golden Stars in that one. And you also have Aqua United defeating Lobby Stars 1-0. Sunshine Stars weren't able to defeat the Kada FC. Then you have Adamawa United. It seems to be donating points left, right, and center. Lost to Rivers United. By the way, second away win for Rivers United. Your thoughts? 7 matches played.
Yeah.
2 teams on the continent. One is going to play on January 1st.
Yeah, and that's MFM.
Yeah.
I think the results, the most shocking one has to be the one of Plateau United.
Yes,
you know, I
yeah.
didn't see that coming. Them losing such by every margin. You know, Abia Warriors not doing so badly as well, but Plateau, they're flying above everyone on the log, and it just shows that the Nigeria Professional Football League, anyone can just defeat anyone, and it's also still difficult to pick points away from home. But like you said, Rivers United have done that twice now.
Some good results,
yeah, impressive. But this match day, I think it's just only that one in this match day. But I think Plateau United look good. But you know, the Nigeria Professional Football League could be a bit deceitful. You know, because the gap between first place Plateau United and 12th place MFM is just 6 points, and MFM have 2 games at hand. So it shows you if they can win their 2 games, they're going top of the log or probably second
just a couple of bad results from Plateau United.
And you know, it just shows you how competitive the league is, because everybody seems to raking their points at home, and then a few other stronger teams will not get to nick a point or 2 away from home. So it's all about how strong you can be and how dominant you can be at home.
All right, so I guess we just leave it at that, talking about Nigeria Professional Football League. But let me say, any surprises apart from... Okay, even the away win, did it surprise you?
I think MFM have been a bit surprising for me. I felt they struggled a lot when Fidelis Electrical left, and also it lost a whole lot of players to these other top teams who were just cherry-picking their top stars. But they've still been able to stay competitive. You know, they are just 6 points from top spot, and they have 2 games at hand. So if they get a win on Wednesday, they might be somewhere in the top 4.
And it's probable because they're playing at home.
Yeah, and they're playing at home at the Agege Stadium. It just shows you what this team has been able to do with their mentality and their belief. They are sticking to their philosophy from day one, which is to give opportunities to young players. They don't sign any big money players. They will never do that. The GO has said it, and they've stuck by it. It's been shocking, really, Yemi, because I felt at some point they would have to change. Especially when they had to play in the continent, dropping from the CAF Champions League into the Confederations Cup, they still didn't change their philosophy. And now, despite Fidelis Electrical, who was the main cornerstone of this whole thing, he left. They still stuck to their guns and are still playing relatively unknown players.
All right. Okay, so let's leave it at that. Of course, you're going to hear more about Nigeria Professional Football League later on. But let's look at the CAF Confederation Cup. Mixed fortunes for Nigerian teams. Let's start with results from Group A and the Group A standing, and allow Toby tell us his thoughts. Group A, Nwadibu and Enugu Rangers. This surprised me This surprised me because I thought that Rangers were up for a thrashing, but they got...
Against a side from Mauritania.
Because they've lost their games, they've lost their matches. So, I mean, you think...
Come on, Yemi. Come on, Yemi. That's the thing. I wanted them to at least get it. That's the thing. At least they needed to get a win
Al
in this game.
Masri and Pyramids, the two Egyptian sides, Pyramids won in that game. My guys, I don't agree with me, but I still think it was a good result that Rangers didn't lose because I thought they were going to lose. But your reaction to this result quickly?
Well, I think it's just a reflection of Enugu Rangers season. They've been struggling. The management, the coaching crew of the team were sacked earlier in the season, and they are still struggling on the continent. Out of 3 games, just 1 point, and it was just that point against the team from Mauritania in their last outing. I don't think they can make it out of this group. I think it's done and dusted for Enugu Rangers because Pyramids and Amashri, the two Egyptians
massive points.
Pyramids 9 points, Amashri 6 points, Enugu Rangers 1 point, and Nuadu just a single point as well. So and just 3 games left to play. I think it will be extremely difficult.
This is the Group A standing, but you've given us the verdict even before you saw the standings.
Yeah. It will be very difficult for Rangers to
even if they win the next 3 matches.
Can they?
They
Because
can beat this is the simplest game they should have won.
Yeah.
They couldn't win that.
If
So
they had
what do you
pulled up,
expect?
if they had put up a 6-pointer against Nuadubu, that would have been fair.
Would have given them a chance.
Yeah. And then you now hope for what's going to happen between Pyramids and Amashri. What are the two top teams in the group? But now Pyramids are already running away with 9 points, and you know that Amashri will defeat Rangers and Nuadubu when they need to. So I think Rangers have dug themselves
it's all over because they needed a win in this particular game to have at least a slim chance and a hope of making out of the group stage.
All right, my heart just sank hearing that. All right, Group D, Cecilia.
Yeah, Group D. There you have it. You have a San Pedro and Hassania Agadir, of course. You have Eimba, winning. Losing away from home to Prado by a lone goal. Now, I think this you will understand, against an Algerian side. But we said here on Friday that, look, Eimba might just get a draw from this.
Which would have been a good result.
For them. But away from home in North Africa. But Algerian side is really
always a very difficult task to accomplish. If you look at this whole table, the whole of the Worriors Cup, really, the North African teams are up there. This team currently topping Group D,
Hassania Agadir.
They're from Morocco. Look at Paradise.
Well, you see, I
second and they're from Algeria.
I thought Eimba, a draw would have been very good because San Pedro altered Hassania Agadir. So if Eimba had gotten a draw, they would still have been in the second position.
But they're playing against the North African teams, and we all know the story when you go to North Africa. It's always very difficult for West African teams to go up there. And that's why the whole chart is topped by North African teams, Morocco, Algeria, Egypt. And these guys will keep dominating. Even the teams from Libya are not doing so badly.
Yeah. Wow. I think it's just the consistency of the league and the growth over the years.
All right.
That's really what's happening.
But for Eimba,
there's hope. There's hope, obviously, because they've got 3 points, and if they can get 3 points from San Pedro and hope that Hassania keep dominating others by walloping Paradao and San Pedro as well, they might just nick in second spot behind Hassania. But I think it's very difficult to stop Hassania. We're already on 7 points from 3 games. They just need two more wins and they're through.
All right, so we'll keep monitoring and see what's going to happen to our teams on the continent. So that's just our beat on the Confederation Cup. Cecilia, let's go to the English Premier League. Where do we start?
Okay, we'll start with the game between Liverpool and Wolves. Wolves, after that stunning win over Manchester City. Manchester City, somehow Wolves we thought they were going to also, kind of halt the winning run that Liverpool were on. But Liverpool were on a different level. Now, if you take a look at Liverpool this season, when you expect them to drop points against Leicester, for instance, returning from, the FIFA Club World Cup, you're thinking, okay, these guys will just drop points. But then they didn't. Sadio Mane scored an early goal, and that was it. They closed shops, and Wolves just couldn't, do anything. But controversy coming from this one is the VAR issue. But then let's look at this game and the performance of Sadio Mane. To me, my best player right now.
Okay.
Fantastic player, Mane. 10 goals already this season. He can't stop scoring with so much humility as well. I think that's what beats me about him. He just goes about his business without saying anything. You don't hear anything about him in the media. And he's been terrific for Liverpool. But also 50 games at Anfield without losing, 40 wins and 10 draws. Massive. Remarkable. I think it's quite incredible. Jurgen Klopp deserves all the praise and credit he's getting. I think Liverpool, done and dusted, we should say. I think we should just admit it at this point that the league is there.
Thank you.
Because they are head and shoulders above or every other person.
13
and they
points,
don't look
a
like
game
they
in
want to
hand.
drop points.
But
and we're in December already, January,
Yeah.
just a few days time, and these guys are yet to lose at home or even away. You know, it's incredible that these guys really won this league this season.
All right.
And we should give it to them.
Let me play devil's advocate. Nuno Espirito De Santo feels hard done by VAR. And, I mean, to me, correct me if you think I'm wrong, Wolverhampton Wanderers gave this a good fight.
They did, definitely.
And that goal chopped off, if I was in Nuno's shoes, I'll be angry as well.
Definitely. I was furious as well. I felt VAR was a little bit
It's
unfair.
unbalanced.
But
This,
you know,
the same law for offside should be the same law for a goal. If it's a goal, you say all of the ball must cross the line. If it's offside, the smallest margin is called.
Yeah, and that's why we all clamored for VAR. This time last season, there was no VAR, and we all clamored for VAR.
I wanted a balance.
So
There's no
VAR
balance.
is here
There's
now,
no balance in that kind of...
Even if it's 0.1 millimeter
Yeah,
offside,
it's going to see it.
then it's offside.
Yeah.
You know, the margin was a bit painful because it was very, very little, and you could say it wasn't even an advantage. But it was offside. And that's what VAR is there for.
That's
That's what's imputed into the VAR.
Okay.
That's why you have to do that. You know, it was painful though, but it's what it is.
Yeah.
So let's have a complete sports and complete sports. The Monday edition. There you have a Liverpool step up interest in Osimhen, Houghton, Hales, brilliant. Aribo, he was involved in the derby,
Old Firm Derby.
Old Firm Derby. Yesterday. Leno Hero cost Gunners there. I mean, Toby has already told us a lot about that. And Madrid tells Zidane to forget Pogba. So, which one of these guys are you talking?
Osimhen. Victor is doing really well this year and this season as well. Good for the Super Eagles and his club Lille in France. I would advise him, relax.
Just stay.
Just keep playing. Keep developing, and then your big money move will come. He also mentioned it that after the World Cup, the under-17 World Cup, he got moves from Arsenal, from Barcelona, and he didn't think that they were the right move for his development.
At that time.
He went to Wolfsburg, from there went to Belgium, and now he's in France, scoring goals, firing from all cylinders, and they love him over there. So I think just remain there, keep developing, and your move will come at the right time.
Absolutely.
All right. Let me just take this one. Iheanacho's savers goal against West Ham. Iheanacho, as those people call him over there. It's getting back among the goals these days.
Well, Vardy was away because his wife was in labour. I think it was an opportunity for Iheanacho to play, and he gave a good account of himself, scored a goal. But I still have an issue with his attitude. I don't think he works hard enough. If I was the manager of Leicester City, I also wouldn't play him. He doesn't work hard enough on the team, and I think he needs to change that attitude. He needs to be quicker. He needs to want it more. Like you see, Vardy, even in his 30s, he still runs for 90 minutes, still chases everything. You know, he still works very hard. I think that mentality needs to change in Iheanacho, or else in a few years he might play in the Championship.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
you seem to be the only one that's having that idea because during the game, you know, let's go to sports in life. While the game was on, halftime analysis and full-time analysis, I mean, most of the respondents in the studio, Michael Owen, Tim Sherwood, they were the ones, you know, the Sky Sport user and all that. But they talked about the fact that, look, Iheanacho, it's someone that they love because of the way his moves when it comes to goal poaching and all that. So
Yeah, go poaching.
But the Leicester
that's
setup,
that's what they're looking
setup.
at. The fact that he can give you goals when you want it. But most times that's what you want from strikers.
Well, for a team like Leicester, those chances don't always come because it's no longer in Man City where they create chances for fun.
Okay.
So in a team like Leicester,
You might need to walk.
you might need to walk like Vardy
Harder.
does. So if Vardy is not around for a long time,
Now
I don't
the
even
coach,
see him as
the
a
coach
replacement.
needs to play to his strength. Okay, we're looking at the sports in life now. 2022 World Cup qualifiers. Eagles must win their first game. That's coming from Gennett Raw. He'll be having his contractual meeting with NFF Chiefs January 31st. This contract thing, you guys should keep it with the low $55,000. That's what I heard. So, I mean, after hearing them,
Okay.
Sheffield United wants Eze, okay? Liverpool ambush Osimhen. This story is not going away. And, of course, Klopp rejects PSG offer.
Do you see Klopp leaving if he wins
Why
the
would he
league? A
go
lot
to
of people are
PSG?
saying
It's possible. It's possible
that you
because
should live on a high.
Pochettino said it.
PSG won't respect you.
After losing the Champions League final, he said if he had won the Champions League final, he would have left Tottenham. A few weeks later, he got sacked because the team wasn't playing well. Because it's difficult to motivate. Look at what Pep Guardiola is facing, winning the league back-to-back. He's struggling really well. This is his worst season as a manager, Pep Guardiola. And if Klopp stays after winning the league, after winning the Champions League last season, he'll struggle, I can assure you. So he needs to step up, take a break from the game, then go into PSG or whatever club wants him. I think that way he's going to enjoy himself. Look at Zidane at Madrid.
Or maybe he needs to pull a call through to Sir Alex Ferguson and for some tutorials.
Yeah, it's possible because
Because how do you stay in a club for a long time?
But even those managers
had
had their dry spells too.
Exactly.
All of those managers had their dry spells.
And those days, our club owners and fans were more,
a bit more patient.
Unlike now, everyone wants the instant result, and if you're not getting it in a few games, in a few weeks, few months, you're booted out the door.
Exit door.
So I think Klopp, if he wins the league, he should run.
Okay, he should run. All right. Our Sporting Life is the last one this morning, and it's still a Sporting Sun. Yeah, Sporting Sun, that's the next one we're going for. It's all about Liverpool restoring 30-point lead, and Abraham scores dramatic late winner in the London derby, and club joins Osimhen race. It's not going to end. I actually spoke with Osimhen, and he said, look, he's not really under any pressure concerning all this. Maybe we'll need to play that track again tomorrow because, I mean, the distraction is getting too much now. Club, Osimhen. But I think if he wants to go to Liverpool, I think that's really cool.
Well,
what do you think?
I think
Okay,
it is tempting.
it
is tempting,
right?
There's hardly any manager or player out there who doesn't want to play or coach in England. So I think it would be tempting for a young guy like him to be wanted
But he has to consider his future.
desperately by Liverpool, who are doing so well both in the continent and in the league. But he has to ask himself, are you going to play when you go to Liverpool? They've just signed the boy from Salzburg, Minimano. Yeah, they've just signed him from Salzburg, same club as Haaland, and he also want to play as an attacker. They've got Firmino, Mane, Salah already in the team.
Divock
Origi, who can't even get some time to play. And now if Osimhen comes, how is he going to develop if he doesn't play?
All right. Okay, so that's it. That's a wrap on the papers. We do hope that you've enjoyed what we did today. Toby, nice having you.
Good to be here.
Let me extract a promise that next time you'll be here in a shorter time.
I will, definitely.
All right. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your day this lovely Monday morning. We'll be here again tomorrow to take you on the trip across the money spin the world of sports. I'm Amy Adebayo. Bye-bye now.
I'm Cecilia Mogbe. Thanks for watching.